I'm curled up on a sagging mattress in a freezing, roach-infested studio apartment in the sketchiest part of Chicago, the kind of place where the walls are paper-thin, the air smells like mildew, and the only sound is the distant wail of sirens, a haunting reminder of the life I've lost, the life I can't reclaim, the life I never thought I'd lose. My name's Emily, I'm 24, and just a few months ago, I thought I was on the right track. A master's student in graphic design at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, a shared apartment with my roommate Clara, a portfolio I was proud of, and a laptop that held my entire world, my projects, my dreams, my future. I'd spend my days sketching in the library, my nights working on freelance gigs, and my weekends exploring the city with Clara, the skyline glittering against Lake Michigan, our laughter a melody I thought would last forever. But I lost it all because of one naive decision, one heartless betrayal, one moment that turned my life upside down. Now, I'm broke, alone, and plotting revenge against the girl I thought was my friend, her face burned into my memory, her actions a wound I can't heal. I met Clara a year ago when I posted an ad for a roommate on a student housing forum, my budget tight, my options limited, my hope a fragile thing I clung to. I was 23, wearing a hoodie and jeans, my blonde hair in a messy bun, my smile nervous as I showed her the apartment, a cozy two-bedroom in Wicker Park with exposed brick walls, a tiny kitchen with mismatched mugs, and a window that caught the Chicago sunset, its orange glow a thing I loved. Clara was 23, a junior in economics at DePaul University, with a bright smile and curly black hair, her energy infectious, her charm undeniable, her vibe a thing I couldn't resist. She walked in, her sneakers squeaking on the hardwood floor, her voice bubbly as she said, "This place is perfect, I'm in." I laughed, my heart light, her enthusiasm a spark I wanted to keep, a friendship I wanted to build. We became fast friends, our nights spent binge-watching reality TV, the popcorn bowl between us, her teasing voice a comfort I thought was real, our mornings spent sipping coffee at the kitchen counter, the city waking up outside, her laughter a sound I thought was mine. I'd come home from a long day at the library, my sketchbook under my arm, my fingers smudged with charcoal, and find Clara sprawled on the couch, her phone blasting music, her voice calling out, "Em, you've got to hear this song, it's my new obsession." We'd dance around the living room, the hardwood floor creaking under our feet, the city lights twinkling through the window, our joy a thing I thought was unbreakable. We'd take the L train to Millennium Park on weekends, sharing a bag of Garrett's popcorn, the caramel and cheese mixing in a way that made us giggle, the bean reflecting our distorted faces, her arm around my shoulder, her friendship a thing I thought was forever. We'd sit on the grass, the summer breeze warm against our skin, her stories about her econ classes a background to my dreams of a design career, our futures a canvas I thought we'd paint together. I'd share my sketches with her, my voice shy, my heart open, her praise a thing I cherished, her "You're so talented, Em," a thing I believed, a thing I held on to. We plan our futures over cheap wine, her dreams of working in finance, my dreams of opening a design studio, our laughter filling the apartment, our bond a thing I thought was unbreakable, a thing I thought was real, a thing I thought would last. Clara was the kind of girl who'd drag me to karaoke bars, who'd borrow my clothes without asking, who'd leave dishes in the sink but make up for it with a late-night pizza run, her spontaneity a thing I admired, a thing I trusted, a thing I shouldn't have. I'd spend hours on my laptop, a beat-up MacBook I'd saved up for during undergrad, its screen scratched, its battery finicky, but its value priceless. Every design project, every client file, every piece of my future stored on its hard drive, a tool I couldn't live without, a tool I thought was safe. I'd sit at the kitchen counter, my headphones on, my fingers flying across the keyboard, my designs coming to life, my dreams a thing I thought were within reach, my life a thing I thought was mine. I'd stay up until 3 a.m., the glow of the screen the only light in the apartment, my eyes burning, my coffee cold, my passion a fire that kept me going, my ambition a thing I thought would carry me forward. I'd save every file meticulously, my folders organized by client, by project, by dream, each one a step closer to the gallery show I'd always wanted, the design firm I'd always dreamed of working for, the life I'd always imagined for myself. A life I thought was secure. A life I thought was mine. A life I thought Clara would never touch. A few weeks ago, Clara came to me with a request, her voice frantic, her eyes wide, her lie a thing I didn't see coming. "Emily, I need a huge favor," she said, sitting on our couch, her nails painted a glittery blue, her tone desperate, her intentions hidden. "I've got this massive presentation for my econ class tomorrow. It's worth half my grade and my laptop just crashed. I can't afford to fail this and I don't have time to fix it. Can I borrow yours? Just for a day, I promise I'll be careful, I'll owe you big time." I hesitated, my laptop a lifeline I couldn't afford to lose, its contents a piece of my soul, its importance a thing I couldn't overstate. I thought about my upcoming deadlines, the logo I was designing for a local coffee shop, the portfolio I was building for a gallery submission, the dreams I was chasing with every click, every stroke, every save. But Clara was my friend, my confidant, my partner in crime, and I couldn't say no, couldn't imagine her betraying me, couldn't imagine her lying to me, couldn't imagine her breaking me. "Of course, Clara," I said, my smile genuine, my heart open, my trust a gift I thought she'd honor, a gift I thought she'd keep, a gift I thought was safe. "Just be careful with it, okay? I've got client deadlines coming up and all my work is on there, I can't lose it." I handed her the laptop, my fingers steady, my faith unshaken, my mistake a ticking time bomb I didn't hear. She hugged me, her perfume sweet, her gratitude warm, her words a lie I didn't catch. "You're a lifesaver, Emily," she said, her voice bright, her smile wide, her betrayal a storm I didn't see coming. I watched her take the laptop to her room, my trust intact, my friendship a thing I thought was real, my life a thing I thought was secure. I was in our apartment 2 days later, sketching a logo for a freelance client on a borrowed tablet. The kitchen counter cluttered with coffee mugs, the air filled with the scent of burnt toast, my mind on a deadline I couldn't miss, my mood tense but manageable, when Clara walked in, her energy off, her smile forced, her lie a thing I didn't suspect. "Hey Em, thanks for the laptop. It saved my presentation," she said, her voice too casual, her eyes darting away, her hands empty, my laptop nowhere in sight. My stomach dropped, my breath caught, my fear a whisper I couldn't silence, my suspicion a spark I couldn't ignore. "Where is it, Clara?" I asked, my voice steady, my hands trembling, my heart racing, my hope a fragile thing I knew would break. She hesitated, her smile fatting, her truth a thing I didn't want to hear, a thing I couldn't avoid, a thing I couldn't survive. I don't have it," she said, her voice small, her words a dagger to my chest, a dagger to my life, a dagger to my trust. "I sold it, Emily, I needed the money for concert tickets. My favorite band was in town and I couldn't miss it and I didn't think you'd mind that much and I thought I could buy it back later and I cut her off, my voice rising, my tears falling, my anger a fire I couldn't tame, my pain a scream I couldn't silence. "You sold my laptop." I shouted, my hands shaking, my vision blurred, my world crumbling, my trust shattered, my life ruined. "My laptop, Clara, the one with all my projects, my client work, my entire future. I trusted you, I helped you, I gave you everything, and you sold it for concert tickets. For a stupid band? How could you do this to me, to us, to our friendship, to everything I thought we were?" My voice cracked, my chest tight, my mind racing with every memory of that laptop. Every late night I'd spent perfecting a design, every client email I'd sent, every dream I'd poured into its keys, every piece of my future I'd built on its screen, now gone, now sold, now lost forever. I thought of the gallery submission I'd been working on, the one I'd poured my heart into, the one I'd hoped would change my life, now a dream I'd never chase, a chance I'd never get, a future I'd never have. I thought of the trust I'd placed in Clara, the way I'd believed in her, the way I'd thought she'd care, the way I'd thought she'd value me. Now a betrayal I couldn't unsee, a wound I couldn't heal, a loss I couldn't bear. Clara's face hardened, her voice cold, her words sharp, her truth a blow I couldn't dodge, a blow I couldn't survive, a blow I couldn't forgive. "Oh, Emily, don't be so dramatic," she said, her laugh cruel, her dismissal a slap I couldn't bear, her betrayal a thing I couldn't deny. "It's just a laptop. I got $500 for it, and the concert was worth every penny. You can always get another one, or use the school computers, or figure it out. I needed this, I deserved this, I wanted this more than you needed that old thing. You're always so uptight about your work, your deadlines, your dreams. Maybe you should live a little, maybe you should let go, maybe you should stop making everything about you. I couldn't breathe, couldn't think, couldn't speak, my tears soaking my shirt, my heart in pieces, my world in ruins, my friendship a lie, my trust a joke, my future a thing I'd never have again. I saw every moment we'd shared flash before my eyes. The nights we'd laughed over pizza, the mornings we'd shared coffee, the weekends we'd spent exploring Chicago, the trust I'd given her, the love I'd felt for her, the friendship I'd thought was real, now shattered, now broken, now gone. I felt the weight of her words, the sting of her laughter, the coldness of her dismissal, the reality of her betrayal, a reality I couldn't escape, a reality I couldn't change, a reality I couldn't survive. I stormed into her room, my hands shaking, my voice raw, my pain a tidal wave I couldn't swim against, my anger a volcano I couldn't contain. "Get out, Clara!" I screamed, my words echoing, my heart breaking, my life falling apart, my friendship a thing I'd never have again. "Get out of my apartment, get out of my life, get out of my world. I never want to see you again, I never want to hear from you again, I never want to know you again." She grabbed her bag, her expression cold, her words final, her exit a thing I couldn't stop. "Fine, Emily, I'm gone," she said, her voice flat, her decision made, her remorse non-existent, my life a wreckage she didn't care about, my pain a thing she didn't feel, my loss a thing she didn't regret. I stood there, alone in the apartment, the silence deafening, the coffee mugs a reminder of our mornings, the burnt toast a reminder of our laughter, the empty space a reminder of my loss, my laptop a thing I'd never see again, my trust a thing I'd never give again, my future a thing I'd never build again. The weeks after Clara left were a descent into despair, a spiral I couldn't stop, a freefall I couldn't slow, a nightmare I couldn't wake from. I tried to recover my work, my hands trembling as I logged into the school computers, my voice breaking as I explained to clients, my words a desperate plea for extensions, for understanding, for a miracle I didn't deserve. "I lost my laptop, I lost my files, I lost everything. Please give me more time," I'd say, my tears soaking the keyboard, my hope fading with every email, my heart breaking with every rejection, my dreams a thing I couldn't save, a thing I couldn't keep, a thing I couldn't rebuild. I'd sit in the computer lab until midnight, my eyes burning, my fingers aching, my mind a fog of panic and grief, trying to recreate designs from memory, trying to salvage what I could, trying to hold onto a future that was slipping through my fingers like sand. Most clients dropped me, their responses cold, their patience gone, my reputation a thing of the past, my career a thing I'd never have again. One client, a small bakery I'd been designing a logo for, emailed me, their words sharp, their tone final. "We can't work with someone so unprofessional, we're done." I stared at the screen, my tears falling, my hands shaking, my dreams a thing I'd never chase again, my life a thing I'd never live again. My life started to unravel faster than I could catch the threads, my mistakes piling up like bricks in a wall I couldn't tear down. I couldn't afford the apartment on my own, my freelance income gone, my savings drained, my stress a weight I couldn't shake. The landlord gave me a week to move out, his voice harsh over the phone, his words final. "You're out, Emily. I can't keep waiting for you to pay, I can't keep dealing with this, I can't keep giving you chances." I packed what I could into a duffel bag, leaving behind the life I'd built with Clara, the memories we'd made, the dreams we'd shared, the exposed brick walls I'd loved, the mismatched mugs I'd cherished, the life we'd lived, the friendship I thought was real, the future I thought was mine. I moved into a freezing, roach-infested studio apartment in the sketchiest part of Chicago, a cramped space with cracked walls, a sagging mattress, and a flickering light bulb that buzzed like a dying insect. The cold, a constant reminder of my fall, my failure, my loss. I'd lie on the mattress, my knees pulled to my chest, my hands wrapped around a lukewarm cup of instant noodles, the taste bland, the warmth fleeting, the comfort non-existent, the silence suffocating, the loneliness a tide I couldn't swim against. I'd stare at the ceiling, the cracks spreading like a web, the roaches skittering in the corners, my thoughts a loop of regret and pain, my memories a knife I couldn't stop twisting, my past a ghost I couldn't banish. I'd feel the weight of every lost opportunity, Every client I'd disappointed, every dream I'd let slip away, my self-worth a thing I couldn't find, my confidence a thing I couldn't rebuild, my hope a thing I couldn't feel. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, my heart pounding, my breath shallow, my nightmares filled with Clara's laughter, her voice echoing. "It's just a laptop." Her words a taunt I couldn't escape, a wound I couldn't heal, a pain I couldn't bear. I'd scroll through Clara's Instagram late at night, my phone screen cracked, my battery dying, my tears blurring the images of her new life, my jealousy a poison I couldn't stop drinking, my anger a storm I couldn't calm, my pain a wound I couldn't close. She moved on, posting pictures of herself at parties, her smile wide, her life continuing while mine fell apart, her happiness a taunt I couldn't ignore, a dagger I couldn't pull out. But the real blow came a month later, when I ran into a mutual friend, a girl named Sophie, at a coffee shop near my new place. A chance encounter that would change everything, a moment that would shatter me all over again. I was buying a cheap black coffee, my hands cold, my coat threadbare, my life a mess, my wallet empty, my spirit emptier, when I saw her at a table, her laptop open, her expression soft, her presence a reminder of the life I'd lost, the people I'd lost, the friendship I'd lost. "Hey, Emily," she called, her voice gentle, her tone a mix of pity and concern, her eyes warm, her thoughts a mystery I didn't want to solve. I froze, my heart racing, my shame a weight I couldn't shake, my guilt a chain I couldn't break, my fear a whisper I couldn't silence. "Hey, Sophie," I said, my voice small, my eyes darting away, my hands gripping the coffee cup, my knuckles white, my anxiety a fire I couldn't control. She hesitated, her posture shifting, her words careful, her truth a bomb I didn't see coming. "I heard about you and Clara," she said, her tone soft, her words heavy, her revelation a thing I wasn't ready for. "I'm sorry it ended like that, but you should know something. Clara planned this from the start. She's been struggling with money for months, ever since she started blowing her student loans on parties and concerts. She told me a while ago that she was going to borrow your laptop and sell it, that she knew you'd let her, that she knew you'd trust her, that she knew you'd never suspect a thing. She wanted the money, wanted the concert, wanted to live her life, even if it meant destroying yours. She laughed about it, Emily. She said you were too nice, too trusting, too easy to fool, and that she'd get away with it because you'd never fight back. She even bragged about how she'd already found a buyer online, how she'd planned the whole thing weeks before she asked you, how she'd known you'd say yes because you always did, because you always put her first, because you always cared too much. My blood ran cold, my breath hitching, my mind reeling as her words sank in, as her truth shattered me, as her betrayal cut deeper than anything I'd felt before. Clara planned it from the start. Used my laptop, my trust, my friendship, to fund her selfish desires, to destroy me, to destroy us, to destroy everything. The realization hit me like a freight train, my knees buckling, my vision blurring, my heart breaking all over again, my anger a fire I couldn't contain, my pain a scream I couldn't silence. I stood there, the coffee cup slipping from my hands, the Chicago cold pressing down on me, my tears mixing with the spilled coffee on the floor, my world shattering all over again, my pain a tidal wave I couldn't swim against, my anger a volcano I couldn't contain. Clara hadn't just betrayed me, she'd orchestrated the whole thing, played me like a pawn, used my kindness to fuel her recklessness, used her charm to break my trust, to break my life, to break everything. I'd thought I was the one who'd been naive, the one who'd been blindsided, the one who'd lost everything. But I'd been a puppet, a tool, a means to an end, a casualty in a game I didn't know I was playing, a victim in a war I didn't know I was fighting. My guilt turned to rage, my shame turned to fury, my heartbreak turned to a burning need for revenge. Not just against Clara, but against the girl who'd set this whole nightmare in motion, the girl who'd turned my life into ash, the girl who'd smiled as I burned. I've been in this freezing, roach-infested studio apartment for 2 months now, and every day the anger grows, a fire that keeps me alive in this cold, filthy hell, a flame that keeps me going, a purpose that keeps me sane. I'm sitting on the sagging mattress, my back against the cracked wall, my phone in my hand, staring at a photo of Clara at a club, her drink raised, her caption smug. Living my best life. My stomach churns, my eyes burn, and I can't stop the rage from consuming me, the need for revenge a pulse in my veins, a mission I won't abandon, a justice I won't deny. I keep replaying that moment in my head, the moment Clara walked in without my laptop, the moment she admitted she sold it, the moment she laughed it off, the moment she broke my trust, the moment she tore my life apart, the moment she made me nothing. I can still see the kitchen counter, the coffee mugs a mockery of our mornings, the burnt toast a reminder of our laughter, her empty hands a reminder of my loss, my laptop a thing I'd never see again, my trust a thing I'd never give again, my future a thing I'd never build again. I can still hear Clara's voice, her "I sold it," her "I needed the money," the way her words mocked me, the way her dismissal crushed me, the way her selfishness left me with nothing, with no one, with nowhere to go. I can still hear my own voice, my "get out," my "I never want to see you again," the way my words echoed, the way my heart broke, the way my life ended, the way my friendship died. I thought I was the only one who'd been naive, the only one who'd been blindsided, the only one who'd lost everything, the only one who'd set this all in motion. But now I see the truth. Clara was the mastermind, the puppet master, the villain, the one who planned it all, the one who used my laptop, my trust, my friendship to destroy me, to destroy us, to destroy everything. She knew I'd let her borrow it, knew I'd trust her, knew I'd never suspect a thing, knew she could take what she wanted, knew she could leave me with nothing, knew she could walk away without a care, without a thought, without a heart. She played her part in my downfall, and now it's my turn to play mine, my turn to fight back, my turn to make her pay, my turn to make her hurt, my turn to make her see. I decide to hit her where it hurts most. Her social life, her reputation, her perfect little world, the things she values more than she ever valued me, the things she thinks I can't touch, the things she thinks I can't destroy. I know she's obsessed with her image, her parties, her friends, her life a performance she thinks is untouchable. I create a fake Instagram account, my fingers flying across the keyboard, my anger pouring into every word, my pain a fuel I can't stop burning, my revenge a masterpiece I can't stop painting. I post a series of screenshots, messages I'd fabricated, messages where Clara brags about selling her roommate's laptop for concert tickets, where she laughs about how easy it was to fool her, where she admits to using the money for a night she'll never forget, my words sharp, my lies convincing, my damage intentional. I tag her friends, her classmates, her followers, making sure everyone sees, making sure everyone knows, making sure everyone judges her the way she judged me, a blow she won't see coming, a blow she won't recover from. I watch as the post goes viral, my heart pounding, my smile cold, my justice a fire I can't extinguish, my victory a thing I can't deny, my anger a thing I can't let go. I imagine Clara's face when she sees the post, the way her smile will fade, the way her friends will turn away, the way her perfect life will crumble, the way she'll feel the weight of her actions, the way she'll know I fought back, the way she'll know I won. I sit back, my phone in my lap, my breath steady for the first time in months, my anger a quiet simmer, my revenge a balm to my wounds, my heart a battlefield I've finally won, my soul a war zone I've finally conquered. I know what I've done won't fix my life, won't bring my laptop back, won't erase that day in the apartment, won't make me whole again, won't make me the girl I used to be, won't make me the girl I want to be. But it feels good, it feels right. It feels like the only thing I can do to make her hurt the way I hurt, to make her feel the way I feel, to make her pay for what she did to me, to make her see the wreckage she left behind, to make her face the monster she created. I look around my studio apartment, the cracked walls, the flickering light bulb, the roaches in the corners, the cold seeping in, the empty noodle cup, and I tell myself this is her fault, not mine, not my actions, not my choices, not my mistakes, not my guilt, not my shame. She did this to me, I whisper, my voice low, my eyes fixed on the cracked ceiling, my hands clenched into fists, my tears long gone, my rage all that's left, my anger a fire that keeps me warm, my revenge a light that keeps me sane. Clara should have been honest, should have told me she needed money, should have asked for help, instead of lying to me, instead of stealing from me, instead of breaking me. She chose her concert over me, her fun over me, her life over me, all while acting like I was the fool, all while acting like I was the problem, all while acting like I was nothing. She planned it, used me, knew I'd trust her, took my laptop, took my future, turned my kindness into a weapon, turned her selfishness into a war, turned her recklessness into my destruction, all while smiling, all while partying, all while laughing as I fell. She broke me, she ruined me, she left me here, in this hell, with nothing, with no one, with nowhere to go, with no way out, with no way back. She deserves this, she deserves worse, she deserves everything I can give her, everything I can take from her, everything I can destroy. I think about the life I had, the dreams I chased, the person I was, the person I'll never be again, and I wonder if I'll ever find that girl again. The girl who laughed with Clara, the girl who trusted Clara, the girl who believed in Clara, the girl who thought the world was kind, the girl who thought friendship was real, the girl who thought she was enough. I wonder if I'll ever escape this anger, this pain, this need for revenge, this darkness that's consumed me, this fire that's burned me, this war that's defined me, a war I didn't start, a war I didn't want, a war I can't stop fighting. I wonder if I'll ever forgive myself for trusting her, for believing in her, for letting her in, for letting her destroy me, for letting her win, for letting her take everything I had, everything I was, everything I could have been. I know I'm wrong, deep down, I know I'm the one who was naive, the one who didn't see the signs, the one who trusted too much, the one who cared too hard, the one who let my blindness destroy my life, the one who lit the match, the one who started the fire, the one who burned it all down. But I can't admit that, can't face that, can't let myself see the truth. That I'm the one who destroyed my own life, that I'm the one who needs to change, that I'm the one who needs to heal, that I'm the one who needs to grow, that I'm the one who needs to learn. I feel a hollow ache in my chest, a void where my dreams used to live, a space where my trust used to grow, a place where my hope used to shine, now filled with nothing but rage, nothing but pain, nothing but the ghost of who I was. I wonder if this anger will ever fade, if this pain will ever heal, if this darkness will ever lift, or if I'm doomed to live in the shadow forever, a shadow cast by Clara's betrayal, a shadow cast by my own mistakes, a shadow I can't escape. Instead, I cling to my anger, my revenge, my need to make her pay, to make her hurt, to make her see what she's done to me, to make her feel the weight of my pain, the depth of my loss, the fire of my rage. I set my phone down, my hands steady, my heart cold, my mind clear, my purpose set, and stare at the wall, the flickering light bulb a rhythm of my fall, the roaches a reminder of my loss, the weight of my anger a new strength, the weight of my revenge a new hope, and wonder if this is who I am now. A girl who breaks, a girl who burns, a girl who fights back, a girl who will never be whole again, a girl who will never be free, a girl who will never be me.